Hey guys, Rilk here. Welcome back to my Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. This is part 8, I think. We just talked to Master Czar, I think. I'm not sure exactly who we're supposed to be talking to next. I guess we just talked to anyone here.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
I am eager to learn, Master Dorok.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What does that have to do with Revan and Malak?
All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
That sounds like a big mistake.
Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
Did the Jedi join in?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
So Revan did the right thing.
No one is denying that Revan was one of the keys to defeating the Mandalorians. But something happened out there on the Outer Rim. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months. Scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
Sorry. Where did they disappear to?
Perhaps they simply went far beyond the edges of Republic space. Maybe they found previously undiscovered hyperspace routes to the ends of the galaxy. Nobody knows for certain. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
Where did Revan get the ships for the Sith fleet?
Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars. But many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
So what happened next?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
What can I learn from Revan's history?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
I will think upon this, Master Daruk.
May the Force be with you.
So obviously he wasn't the right person to talk to.
I must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order, and have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Let's try,
I have
Master
nothing left
Zar.
to teach you, Padawan, though a Jedi is ever learning. Even the Masters know their training is but in its infancy. Now is the time for you to seek wisdom outside the training chambers. The lessons that yet await you are to be found beyond the walls of this academy. You should speak to the Council, Padawan. Now that the first stage of your training is complete, I am certain they would be eager to have you aid us in our struggle against Darth Malak and the Sith.
I guess, Master Bandar.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Daruk recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
Sorry, I had to sneeze, so I took off my headset. Okay. I will investigate the ruins right away.
Be sure to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
So, now we finally got Bastila, and we'll rock mission for the rest. So this is
justice.
This is our basic
Central
team.
family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
I shall look into it at once.
If Shen Matale has not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course. But the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards. Huh? What can I do?
Sure.
What? What can I do?
Okay, we are good to go.
Huh?
We'll rock Bastila as leader for now, just because she's not wearing anything to slow down her movement speed here. I guess we need to find 2 sets of Jedi robes at this point, for Bastila and for Rilk. We also need to... I think first off we're going to go deal with those Mandalorians. I don't think Bastila is a soldier. I just want to take a look at what class she is. So she's a Sentinel, so she won't have Rilk's ability for jump. I forget what Sentinels get. It's good, but it's... my favorite is definitely jump. I just realized, I guess we're both Warrock and yellow lightsabers. Where's Mission? Oof, she's far back.
What? I'm here.
Alright. Yeah, we'll keep running with Bastila. So, over there's the ruins where we're supposed to go for, or I guess our main quest. We'll do that last. Clean that up on the way back. Okay. Come on. So as soon as this starts, I guess a lighter color, you'll notice it when mission gets close, but that's when we'll be able to go. She's right behind us, and there we go. As soon as it kind of gets that backlight going.
Let's make this
Oh, I forgot she can't jump. My bad.
What?
Huh? What can I do?
I kind of knew that horror was AoE. I just felt like that would be the better maneuver for that many Cath Hounds. Oh, I totally forgot about this settler. Ooh, a Channy light armor. Okay. Oh, we did get a Jedi robe. Okay, we'll swap that out in a second. This, okay, this armor can't be upgraded. So if Mission can wear this fiber armor, we'll have her wear that. Okay. Okay, she's in combat still, technically. So I'll keep some armor on Bastila. Nah, I'll wait till we get a robe. She's fine in just clothes. I'll start all the fights anyways with Rilk. Oof, I forgot how much that eats his force powers. Alright, we're just going to do a quick save here, because these Mandalorians are probably stronger than the last ones. So I guess this is save 8. Perfect. I don't know if we can start this fight or if we have to talk first. We'll clear out the Cath Hound.
You cannot win.
Okay, we gotta go talk to them first. Which is fine.
So this is the meddler.
You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
What can I do?
So she's got a better version of horror. I think we only have fear on our Jedi, or Rilk, and his charisma isn't as high, so he is less effective with it. That hurt a bit. Thanks for the heal. So if we get like unlucky with the lightsaber roll, we might refight these guys.
There. You cannot win.
Oh, 2 lightsabers. I couldn't ask for anything better. Perfect. At least we can get a short lightsaber. Okay. Good to go. The rest should drop a few things, I guess. Oh, we were kind of unlucky. Unfortunate. High XP enemies generally drop decent equipment. I guess we'll throw... Can't tell if that's blue or red. I think that's blue. Or sorry, blue or purple. I think we're gonna go with yellow and purple, to be quite honest. Oh, there was some remains. Nothing worth it. Oh well. Now we've finished off the rest of the Mandalorians. And, we just have the Martells and, I guess the Shen? No, I can't remember the other family name.
Yes? What?
Sure.
Hey, Bastila.
Oh,
Ever
wow.
use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Okay. Because she's so above being childish. Got it. Okay, no respawn there. Perfect. Just a few Cath Hounds and we'll be at the compound. Oh, or just one. Okay.
There, take this.
Oh, I guess we did pick up, what do you call that? Someone's note. I forget what you call it in this game. Datapad. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We'll see Callow later, I think. I don't know if we can go in the side door yet. We might have to talk to the droid at the front first. Yeah.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council.
The Council? If you are here because of Shen Makale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Santos are not involved. This is nothing but a Makale witch hunt.
I'm not in league with the Mattells, but I must speak to Nurik.
Nurik left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurik will meet with you there.
I really thought we could squeeze through.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
Your son Cassius is dead. I've seen his body.
Cassius is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
He was killed by the Cath Hounds while exploring the Dantooine ruins.
Cath Hounds? I was so certain the Matali family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
Here's the diary, but you can keep your money. I don't need a reward for this.
I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Who are you?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassius disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Does this have anything to do with what happened to Shen?
My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
I only want to find Shen.
You must understand that Father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Please tell me what has happened.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassius.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassius went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassius. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Why are you telling me all this?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
I will go now.
Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
So, what door we went to earlier is the door that we can enter on. Basically, you can search the whole place and you won't run into Nurik at all, so... No need to try to avoid anyone. Oh, you will be attacked when we get here, though.
Huh?
He's on the other side of the compound.
I'm here.
Yes?
What?
Well, we'll use mission to unlock doors.
Simple.
I didn't expect him to drop any remains. Oh, that's my bad. Okay, I don't know how I can target them. I kind of want to save my computer spikes. Oh, we do have quite a decent amount of them, though. We'll use this. We don't really want to spend that kind of spikes. Everything will be inexpensive, so we'll just log out. We'll come back this way anyways, so
Yes, sure.
we'll start going around this way.
Yeah?
Open
Gotcha.
sesame!
Simple.
What can I
Thank
do?
you.
Yeah?
Get me the landmine, please. So this is the front entrance where the droid was, and we were talking to everyone.
Gotcha. Simple.
Huh? Huh. I guess it might be randomized, because normally
Who are
he's
you?
in
What
a
do you want
different
with me?
room.
Are you working for my father?
I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I'll protect you, Shen. Let's
It's
go.
not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
How can I get you to come with me?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
I will go speak to Rahasia.
Thank you. I wish you luck.
I'm here.
What?
So I knew that was coming, but I honestly thought he was in a different room. Maybe I was thinking of where Rahasia is. Alright, well, we'll level up here. Oh. Guess we'll do Force Immunity. 12. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, let's see if we've got anything better. No, I guess that's the best thing we've got for now. I don't care that much about awareness. And this one is a +3 will save, so we'll rock that for now. +1 dex. Yeah, I guess we'll just stick with that for now. Man, I get a lot more stuff than I remembered in here. So this must be, yeah, Rahasia's room. I guess we're gonna clear everything first, and then we'll meet up with Rahasia.
Huh?
Okay. Okay, they're all pretty decent on the light side.
I'm here.
Prison key. I don't know if I needed that, to be quite honest. Probably for something. But honestly, I don't know what. This was the door we were at earlier. Oh, whoops.
Yeah? Gotcha.
What can I do?
What?
And this is the other side of the security room. So we've done a full clear. All that's left is the footlocker beside Rahasia and bringing her to leave.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
I'm trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you, Rahasia.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it, but I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Okay.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yes, she's promised she would meet us outside.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
It was no problem at all.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get us out of the Sandral estate undetected.
No reward is
But
necessary.
surely we can...
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father!
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik!
Alan!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
You two need to calm down.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
So you need to calm down now.
We are trying to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily.
Persuade. Shen is capable of making his decisions on his own.
But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him.
Children grow up and leave eventually.
My little Rahasia.
Father!
I don't know why we fight like this. We got along in the beginning, didn't we, Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Shen seems to genuinely care for my Rahasia. He might be a good husband for her someday.
As much as I may dislike it, I think I see it too.
You'll let them stay together? No,
I
this becomes a shootout.
I
No,
suppose
I'm just
I might
kidding.
be convinced to see that Sandral girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I don't trust you a centimeter farther, old man. Your daughter may treat Shen well, but you will never see them. They will live with me.
Of course not, you pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
Why don't you
I will not
compromise?
have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the Council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank you again. We will remember
You really don't
always.
need to go that far. Please. I'm happy just to help. I don't really care what the council thinks, I'll be honest. Oh man, that sucks. sometimes when you pass through transition, it'll eat your buffs at the time. I guess just for the fact that sometimes it thinks you take longer than you do to get across. We're gonna cross here. We'll go by the Sandril home, I guess, just because I want to make sure we've cleared all the calf hounds around. I kind of wanted to finish up the map a bit. I've never actually gone into this compound. You probably can if you talk to the droid, but I don't think it's worth the time. Why do I hear a speeder? Is it invisible? Oh, maybe it's right there, the housing stack there. I don't know, to be honest. Thank you. Ooh. So I've got a stun on one of my add-ons on the lightsaber. It's not very likely it'll happen, but that's what happened there and why he had the little dizzy thing around his head. We're gonna save before we pop in here. I just want to make sure it doesn't crash in here. That and we do have a decent chance of dying. There's 2 sets of fights in here, and both of them are pretty much the exact same danger. Not super hard, but they take very little damage, so... What language is that? What are you trying to say? That sounds like Wookiee. I'm pretty sure he understands Wookiee. I still don't understand you.
The droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
Oh. Wow. Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
What are you? Why are you here? What is the Starforge? Excuse me? But what is it? What does it do? Okay, you said that already.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or a weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Who are these builders you keep talking about?
These builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
The droid speaks Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. Have you seen the builders lately? How long have you been?
Ten revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Where can we find the Star Forge? Hey, is that Nemo?
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Oh, I like Nemo. Did you kill the Jedi over there? How can I prove myself worthy?
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
What do you got, Nemo? Ooh, night robe.
What?
Sorry, little Nemo. Oh, for some reason I thought we had to do something before they attacked. I guess he was too close to the roof there. So, you'll notice how little damage we're doing. Not much I can do about that. It's the main reason they're such a pain to fight. We probably could use the attack droid skill from Jedi skills, but I just don't put points into it. Well, that went over actually probably better than usual. So, there's that. Ooh, I totally forgot about that. So these are puzzles I usually do at the time, so I don't know the answers to any of them. I have an idea about the answer to them. It's about describing a planet, basically. Okay. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seeds of a world. Okay. Ocean, grassland, arboreal? Okay. Do I need the data pad back? Okay. Guess not. I guess 2 different data pads. We'll save for this fight, just because. Anything we need? No, looks good. Oh, really? So I do know Force Lightning works against these guys, but it's still little damage like my lightsabers are doing. But my timing sucked.
Sure.
Could you stop freezing me? It would be much appreciated.
You cannot win.
Well, we run out of force powers halfway through the fight. Oh wow, we're gonna die here. I wonder if I can use that off menu here. Did I miss it? Yeah, okay. Oh wow, I'm surprised that worked. No. We're gonna die before this will play out the way I want it. Oh, never mind. That was close. Okay. Okay. Barely survived. Okay, so I think this is same question as, okay. Same question as last time, just the inverse. Oops, I mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 3 primary death. So, desert, volcano, barren. Pretty simple puzzle. How are you back up? Could you not be?
Huh? I'm here.
Yes?
Okay, well, we're not doing great, but not too bad either. we're in here. So this is auto walking? Oh, I guess it stopped. Excuse me.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
What is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Yep, me too. Nothing to find in here. Okay. Cool.
What? I'm here.
Yes?
So I've seemed to have glitched my Jedi speed. Excuse me. It happens sometimes during transitions, and it'll just be on for like 10 minutes or something ridiculous, instead of like the 2-minute duration it's supposed to have. Sometimes it lasts longer, to be honest. I think what happens is when you hit a transition, it tries to end right when you hit that transition, or right around then, and it doesn't end then. Get that jumping, thank you. It's not something I've ever tried to replicate, but it does happen from time to time. Okay, so we need to end our mission with the Mandalorians at John here.
Now those Mandalorians know what it's like to be hunted, but now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him too.
I've fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
No need for a reward.
No, please take it. This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the Council of your great deed.
Thank you. Cool. I guess we're gonna head over to the Council, and I think I'll end the video there. I think it's been about an hour. Oh, we finally lost our speed, but it looks like Bastila still has hers. Oh, I didn't think that was going to happen.
Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malik sought in those ruins?
We found an incomplete star map and the mention of the Starforge.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malik sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done.
No, great.
Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I'm ready to do the Council's will.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can count on me. I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Okay, guys. Well, that will end the video here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.